In the day's other news, former White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon met behind closed doors with the House Intelligence Committee. He testified in the investigation of possible cooperation between the Trump campaign and Russia. Bannon was forced out of the White House last summer. Meanwhile, the New York Times reported that special counsel Robert Mueller has gotten a grand jury to subpoena Bannon in his probe. Much of the southern U.S. got another unwelcome winter visitor. A major storm spread snow and ice from Kansas to Kentucky and on to the East Coast. Icy roads caused pileups near Dallas, and wrecks shut down interstates in Missouri and Louisiana. Near Covington, Kentucky, a dashboard camera captured one car sliding smack into a police car. Elsewhere, bitter winds forced schools and government offices to close. A Southern California couple are facing charges of torturing their 13 children, ages 2 to 29. David and Louise Turpin were arrested after their 17-year-old daughter escaped on Sunday and called police. The girl and 12 siblings were living in this house 70 miles from Los Angeles. Some were shackled to furniture.
Deputies, when they arrived inside the house, they noticed that the children were malnourished. It was very dirty, and the conditions were horrific.
The Turpins are due in court on Thursday. A parade of sexual assault survivors told today of being sexually molested by former sports doctor Larry Nassar. The former Michigan State University and USA Gymnastics doctor has pleaded guilty to abusing scores of women and girls. Dozens spoke today as Nassar's sentencing hearing began in Lansing. Many said they had trusted him.
For years, Mr. Nassar convinced me that he was the only person who could help me recover from multiple serious injuries. To me, he was like a knight in shining armor. But alas, that shine blinded me from the abuse. He betrayed my trust, took advantage of my youth, and sexually abused me hundreds of times.
Just yesterday, Olympic gold medal gymnast Simone Biles joined more than 120 women and girls who have accused Nassar. He could get up to 125 years in state prison. That is on top of a 60-year federal sentence for child pornography. In Chile, Pope Francis begged forgiveness today for the rape and molesting of children by priests. Francis had infuriated many Chileans in 2015 when he appointed a bishop who was close to a notorious pedophile cleric. Today, the Pope spoke to lawmakers, to judges, and other officials in Santiago on the first stop of a week-long tour of South America.
Here I feel bound to express my pain and shame. Shame at the irreparable damage caused to children by some ministers of the Church. I am one with my brother bishops, for it is right to ask for forgiveness and make every effort to support the victims, even as we commit ourselves to ensuring that such things do not happen again.
Later, an estimated 400,000 people attended an outdoor mass in Santiago. Not far away, police used water cannons to disperse protesters opposed to the papal visit. There is more tough talk from Turkey today against a Syrian Kurdish security force backed by the U.S. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is urging NATO to oppose the force. He says the Syrian Kurds are linked to Kurdish rebels inside Turkey, and he warns that he will do what he must to protect his nation's security. Both the U.S. and Turkey are NATO members. Infectious disease outbreaks are raising alarms in several Asian and Arab countries. Officials confirm rising cases of diphtheria in Yemen with near 50 deaths, and in Bangladesh with another 31 killed, and in Indonesia 58 children have died in a measles epidemic. Meanwhile, Pakistan has launched a new anti-polio drive under heavy security. Taliban militants have attacked medical teams in the past. Back in this country, the White House physician says President Trump is in excellent health based on Friday's physical. Dr. Ronnie Jackson reported today that it's, quote, very probable Mr. Trump could finish his presidency with no medical issues.
His cardiac health is excellent. And so I think that, you know, with all the other things in place, he doesn't have really a family history of premature cardiac disease. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't have diabetes. A lot of the traditional risk factors he doesn't have.
Jackson also said the president asked for a cognitive test and had a perfect score. The Mormon Church and its 16 million members have a new president. Russell M. Nelson is a 93-year-old former heart surgeon. By tradition, he was chosen because he is the longest-serving member of the Mormon governing body. Nelson succeeds the late Thomas Monson, who died this month at the age of 90. And Wall Street reined in today as oil prices and some industrial stocks slumped. The Dow Jones Industrial Average briefly topped 26,000, but in the end it closed below 25,800. The Nasdaq fell 37 points and the S&P 500 slipped 9.